My little sister Mara was 11, and I was 13 the summer our parents shipped us off to Grandpa's place while they sorted things out. Neither of us knew what that meant yet, but we didn't ask questions. We just wanted to be outside, away from the silence in the house. Grandpa's land backed onto acres of dead wheat fields that hadn't been farmed in years. There was an old grain silo out past the tree line, a tall, rusted cylinder that Grandpa always told us to stay away from. "The ladder's rotted through," he'd say. "You'll break your neck." We figured he just didn't want us climbing it. One evening, bored out of our minds, we decided to go take a look for ourselves. It wasn't hard to find. You could see the top of it poking above the trees from nearly a mile away, like a metal finger pointing at the sky. Up close, it was bigger than I expected. Whatever paint had once been on it had long since flaked away, leaving a corroded orange-brown shell. There was a door at the base, slightly ajar, hanging on one hinge. Mara wanted to go in. I didn't, but she was already halfway through the gap before I could stop her, so I followed. Inside, it smelled like wet grain and rust. Sunlight came in through gaps in the metal, cutting the dark into thin strips. There wasn't any grain left, just an empty shaft going up into darkness, and a metal ladder bolted to the inner wall, exactly as rotted as Grandpa had warned. That's when we heard it, a low, rhythmic creak, coming from somewhere above us. Like a swing set, like something swaying. Mara grabbed my arm. "Someone's up there." I told her it was probably just wind moving loose metal. I didn't believe it, but I said it anyway, because I needed to say something. Then a voice came down the shaft. Small, a kid's voice. "Hey, can you help me? I'm stuck." It sounded like it was coming from 20 feet up, maybe more. From a landing platform near the top we couldn't quite see. Mara called back before I could stop her. "Who's there?" "My name's Dale," the voice said. "I climbed up here and now I can't get down. Please, I've been here for so long." Something about the way he said, "so long," made the hair on my neck stand up. It wasn't scared, it was patient. Like he'd said those exact words 100 times, before to 100 other kids who'd wandered in here. I looked at the ladder. Most of the rungs near the bottom were intact, but higher up they were eaten through with rust, snapped clean in places. There was no way an actual person could be up there. No way an actual person could have climbed it and gotten stuck without falling straight through. "We're gonna get help," I called up, pulling Mara back toward the door. The creaking stopped. Then, from directly above us, not 20 feet up anymore, but right above our heads, the voice said, very quietly, "You don't need to get help. I'm already down." We ran. I don't remember making the decision to run. I just remembered the door and the field and the burning in my legs. Mara was faster than me, always had been, and she reached the tree line first. When I caught up to her, she was standing completely still, staring at something at the base of a dead oak tree. It was a boy, maybe 9 years old, sitting cross-legged in the dirt, hands folded in his lap, looking up at us with an expression that wasn't quite a smile. Not quite anything at all. "You found me," he said. "That took a long time. We didn't run this time. We couldn't. My legs simply wouldn't move, like they'd forgotten how." Mara asked him, in a voice I'd never heard her use before, "How long were you in there?" The boy tilted his head, like he was trying to remember. "I don't know anymore. Time doesn't really work the same in the silo, but you two can go if you want. I just need someone to sit with me for a little while first. It gets lonely." I don't know how long we sat there in that field with him. I don't remember him moving, or speaking again, or us ever standing up to leave. I just remember the sky getting dark, and then it was morning, and Mara and I were lying in the grass near the tree line, alone as if we'd fallen asleep there. We never told Grandpa where we'd gone, but that night I heard him on the phone in the hallway, talking low to someone. I only caught fragments. The Hollis boy, 1987. Never did find him. We never went back to the silo. But some nights, when the wind is right, I swear I can still hear that creaking sound drifting across the fields, patient, rhythmic, waiting for the next kid dumb enough to go looking.